Who in their right mind would go out on a rainy day to ride 100 k's of city traffic? Gotta be a special kind of stupid.
Hi, my name is Max. In a few weeks' time I will be riding a Gran Fondo in Austria. And I really should be doing some climbing right now. However, Hamburg, where I live, is flat as a pancake. Or is it? Because Climb Finder actually shows 25 climbs in Hamburg. So naturally, there's only one logical reaction to that, and that is to plan a route and ride it. For this fantastic idea, I set myself 3 little rules. 1, it has to be one continuous route. 2, no switchbacks if possible. And 3, we'll try to make all 25 climbs, obviously. We'll see how that goes. Let's go! Good morning from the start lines. We're at the outskirts of Hamburg, where our 2 first climbs are waiting for us, namely Ladenbeker Footweg and Langberg-Boberg von Boberg. Yeah, we do those 2 climbs and then it's quite a bit back into the city and then tackling all the major climbs in Blankenese. And yeah, let's go. Quick turnaround, make sure we actually get the climb. All right, let's hit it. First one done. We actually have somewhat of a time cutoff today because it's supposed to rain at around noon, and I would really like to be back before I get caught into the rain. Time for the second climb up to Boberg again, 600 meters at 3.7%. All right, that was fun. So now we are on our way back towards city center, and that's, I guess, mostly flat. Ah, nice. Get a bit of industrial zone with a lovely gray sky background, but just be patient. The scenery will get better. Maybe not mountain views, but still pretty good. Got some cobbles. Who needs Flanders if you have Hamburg? All right, leaving the cobble sector, we made it to the somewhat newly built cycling connection from the Bürger Deich to Hamburg city center. Let me show you around. In the distance, you can see the Alp Tower, which will be forever a ruin, I think. So, coming up, Hamburg city. We're making our way towards Deichtorhallen, from where we're gonna head towards the Jungfernstieg. So you get a proper sightseeing tour. You can even see the Elbphilharmonie in the distance. Quite iconic, have to say. Don't see that in the mountains every day. Those are some dark, gloomy clouds. Uh-oh, I think it's going to rain. Curse to you, weather forecast. Can never trust it in Hamburg. We're approaching Mönckebergstraße, proper downtown Hamburg. I guess you're getting the proper Hamburg welcome. Gray and miserable. Still pretty though. Ah, fucking hell. I guess it's supposed to 20 minutes, so we get a coffee instead. All right. That was a strategic coffee stop. Ah, it could have been so nice. Sunny, dry, but no. And the Hamburg Gran Fondo is really earning its name. Who in their right mind would go out on a rainy day to ride 100 k's of city traffic? Gotta be a special kind of stupid. It's really fascinating how the atmosphere changes once it rains. It's fucking loud,
misty, cold, miserable. Everything is a bit more hectic. And just like that, it's sunny again. The weather's so unpredictable in Hamburg, it's unbelievable. We're in the Volkspark now, time for the next climb. Oh yeah, that seems about right. Ooh, look at the mist. That's moody. Alright, that was it for the climb. Now we have to go down the same way, unfortunately, because it's a dead end up there. And there's a second climb. Basically just we go back a little bit, just a few meters, and then we go to the left here. But first we have to make sure that the climb segment actually starts. Well, I think here should be fine. Right. I'm actually quite curious to see how the route is holding up, because where we're heading right now in Blankenese, there's so many way markers that there's a good chance, I think, that there's some parts of the route missing once I drive them. Oh my god, the sun feels so good right now. You definitely learn to appreciate the sunny hours you get in Hamburg, that's for sure. Now it's the meaty bits of the fondo coming up. Here in Blankenese, it's where the majority of the climbs are. Gonna switch to this funky mouth mount. We'll see how that goes. Crazy. I think I can even talk with this thing. Cruising up, beautiful Elbchaussee. The weather has cleared up a little bit for us. Nice to get some sunshine. Look at these. Look at the scenery here. To be honest, we're getting to the part where the better people live in Hamburg. Next climb coming up. Just a very gentle 2-3% gradient, I guess. Yeah, not even 2%. Quite the nice road here, especially when there's little traffic. Lots of fancy houses here, that's for sure. To be honest, I don't think I'm able to tell which climbs we are riding, because the climbs on Climb Finder differ a lot from the segments on Strava, but it's all revolving around the Kösterberg, so it's gonna be up, down, around, back again. I'll make sure to include the proper names of the Climb Finder climbs. We're gonna see this Shell station quite a bit, because on our left there's like, I think, 7 finishes to climb sections, because they usually just go over the Kösterberg from some direction. Now let's get to climbing. This road here is really nice to ride, because it's just sloping downwards a little bit, so it's like easy effort, still riding 40 km an hour, which is always fun. And with a bit of luck, you even catch the lights when they're green, just like that. Beautiful. Oh, down, down, down. Always a bit sketchy when it has just rained, so we take it easy here. Also with the trees and the sun, it's always quite hard to spot potholes, I think, for me at least. So you have to be super vigilant for these ones, for example. Oh, those would have been bad. I think I've never actually ridden here before. It's actually quite nice. I haven't actually done a lot of these rides, because mostly when you're doing loops around the west of Hamburg, it's usually just a Kösterberg via Tinstal climb, just going straight over, especially in a group. Yeah, for me at least. I never actually got to see all these little side roads and twists and turns. So yeah, lots of new roads today. Oh, so beautiful here. Look at this. Hamburg at its finest. Alright, next climb coming up. I'm guessing all these climbs look pretty flat with the action cam wide angle lens, but you either have to trust me, or maybe I can see if I can get some overlays of the climb profile, or you just ride them yourself. Look at that. Oh, what a wall. 13%, pushing 5 watts per kilo, not getting anywhere fast. Yep, this one got me sweating. Oh, the Gattenviertel, one of the highlights in Hamburg. Proper tourist attraction, quite for a reason. What a view! Good. Almost another one done. Heart rate is definitely up now. Morale is still high. Legs are feeling okay, but there's also still quite a bit of climbing left. We barely made halfway point regarding kilometers, but definitely not regarding altitude. We're doing a little victory lap here because no switchbacks possible. And this is also an area where we have to do several climbs, or basically one climb from different directions, which means finding loops to obey the no switchback rules. This is one of them. Some sightseeing here. Quite nice. Oh, look. Shit, now exactly what I expected happened. Wahoo somehow skipped some waypoints because they were basically on the same road. So now I skipped basically half the ride. So now I have to figure out how to best actually get back to the route, because I've done some climbs that are way at the end. Shit. I knew something was off when I had to ride the Vaseberg, because the Vaseberg was supposed to be way at the end. Yeah, so plan is now going back to the Shell gas station that I showed you earlier, because we apparently have to go left there and then go up the Kösterberg for a bit and then down the Falkenstein, I think. So basically we have to go down where I already went up. It's not called Hamburg Dampffondo for nothing. This is proper stupid. And Wahoo apparently doesn't like the navigation when you have like zigzag and looping courses using the same streets over and over again. Gas station. This is usually where you come from the other direction when you're doing any kind of west loop. So after restarting the route, Wahoo seems to have picked up the right route, or the right turns for now. We'll see if that remains true in a few minutes. So far so good. Oh boy, really wet and slippery here. That's a good combination. Steep, wet, dark. Oh, we already came this way, just the other way around. But I like that because that means that the route is correct for now. I don't know if there's any way to tell Wahoo to better navigate like these double waypoints, triple waypoints. If you know, let me know in the comments. The next climb coming up. So I'm guessing where we came down earlier. It looks like we're going up the Kösterberg again. Many ways lead to Rome, but you could also say many ways lead to the Kösterberg. Basically, all the climbs here. It's not a big elevation gain, but it's quite a fun hill, and it's always testing grounds if you're in a group ride. Been many times dropped here, good fun. For me it's also always a good fitness check to see if you can still be in the big chain ring and manage up this climb. I feel that's usually a good indicator if you're somewhat fit. So far so good. Also many people, when they want to train for elevation, like I do now, this is like the preferred loop. Going up here, long way around, and just like circling the Kösterberg, making like, I think, 80 meters worth of elevation gain. And if you do that 4 or 5 times, you actually have somewhat of a climb profile in your ride. The Strava segment is also a bit misleading, because after this climb we just finished and you're caressing the top, you come down and you think, oh, it's nice and done. But then actually, after the short cobbles over there, goes up again. So if you empty the tank too early on the first climb, you're proper fucked. So it's better not to give everything on the first bump and then smash it here. I'm gonna regret this. Woo! That was pretty good. But there's also quite a few of these left. They're gonna sting later. Alright, time for another lap. For a reference point, the Shell station coming up here. So we're on to another loop, going left. Genuinely enjoying this, because there's so many roads I don't know actually. Like this one here. Just goes to show, like, even when you're cycling a lot and been living in a place for years, always room for adventure, always. Man, this road is so nice. Uh-oh, there's some pretty dark clouds rolling in again. Better pick up the pace. Süddorfer Kirchenweg coming up, and then some little loops with Caprivi-Weg, I think. Another one. Ah no, I knew it. Wahoo left me. Wahoo left me. Fucked up the route again. Now I have to reload. Come on, pick up the route. Yeah, so unsurprisingly, Wahoo doesn't like when you have too many waypoints on the same streets. Fair enough. So this time, Capri Straße up, and then the next round is Ferdinand 2. Alright, Capri Straße. It's pretty funny what is considered a climb in Hamburg. When you look at this, I think this is like maybe not even 2%. I don't know, maybe 3%. In most parts, I think, where you have some hills, this wouldn't even be recognized on a map. But here, you take every elevation you can get. Alright, another lap, another dollar. Going down again, Witch Park, to go up Ferdinand 2, which is the parallel street to Caprivi Straße. So I'm guessing another 2% climb or something. Ferdinand 2. Oh, it's actually quite a bit steeper. Nice. Oh, and there were some cobbles. That should be it for Süddorfer Kirchenweg. And now back down to Falkensteiner. Get some more of the spicy steep climbs in. Definitely have to be a bit careful. Hard to see what's behind the corner around here. And it's fairly steep, so you pick up speed quite quickly. Next climb coming up, it's a spicy one. Island, it's called. I'm an island boy. It says we're running 10% gradient here. Oh, 13. Damn, 14. When in doubt, shift up. Thank you. Woo. Yep. That was spicier than I expected. Oh, would you look at this? Our old familiar Shell station. Brief update. We have 77 kilometers done. So it's like 30 left. We're approaching the next climb and I think it's gonna be a chill one again. 400 meters, 3% gradient. It's nice when you come from a descent, carry some speed into the climb. Just push a little on the pedals. Carry that speed. Yeah, too easy. Oh, you might remember, these cobblestones are the kind of valley section of the Kösterberg, which I talked about earlier. All right, another round of Kösterberg done. Coming up to the Shell station. You know what that means. Another round of Kösterberg. But I think this time we're actually doing the Tinstall climb, so the full length of the Kösterberg, which is definitely a must. Left here, Tinstaller Kirchenweg, up the Kösterberg. Over the columns again. Shit, to be quite honest, I have no idea which climbs I have done and which ones I haven't, because I cannot see if I went down or up them. So yeah, I guess I know of 2 climbs I definitely haven't done, so we do those, and yeah, there's a good chance I missed one, but I think we call it a day soon because those clouds are definitely rolling in. Yeah, it's time to finish this ride. That's a sign. Enough being lost here. Oh, it's getting pretty miserable. Yeah, I think Wahoo has left the chat, calling it a day. There's one climb I definitely want to do, called the Schulberg, which is quite the spicy little climb. All right, next one, Baron Vogtstraße. All right, another one ticked. Let's see what this thing has to offer. Oh, it's quite steep. Gonna try. See what's left in the legs. Oh boy. Oh, that's a really spicy one for the end. All right, let's go. Last one for the day. Sure is spicy. Oh, nice one. All right. With some proper Hamburg scenery in the back. Time to call off. That was dumb enough for one day. Hope you enjoyed this silly little adventure as much as I did. I sure did. Yeah, I'll link the route down below. Maybe you have some more luck with the navigation. Try it with some friends. It's good fun. See you around.